Hi, Gordon here with another edition of the Unscripted Series. And this week I want to talk about branding. I think that branding is something that for some people is seen as a dirty word. I think I talked about that once when I talked about marketing. I think that it's often viewed as something that marketing people do to inaccurately portray a product to consumers, or to alter the truth so that consumers only see the best of a product. And of course, there are a lot of examples of branding being used that way. But in my mind, branding is really nothing more than the sum total of everything about a company and a product that the owners see or the customers see and get exposure to. And in the case of many products, the customers don't get exposed to very much. You know, you go to a clothing store and you buy a piece of clothing, you get exposed to the logo. And often people think of logo and branding, in the same breath. Or maybe some cereal, you see the advertising and the logo and the box, and you eat the cereal, and that's the branding. But I think from the beginning, our attitude, Shar's and my attitude, and now with Aaron, our attitude has been one of openness. We started the company, we started MyMOA not as a company. We started it because we just wanted to build ukuleles. And as it started to gain momentum, as you know, I've talked to you about this, we did it for the love of what we were doing and not for the money. And never have we had a financial motive that's driven us, which means we can do what we want to do and the way we want to do it. And part of what we want to do is just be open. Our attitude is, here we are, here's our product, here's everything about it, the good, bad, and the ugly that we can tell you, here's how we build, here's who we are, and you can like that or choose not to like that. But that's, I think, and then that is our branding. It's not something where we decided at the start, like, this is the branding we want. It was just, it's more an end result of who we are and how we operate. And to the extent that we've thought about how we want to be perceived, and we have thought about that. And and I may have, it strikes me as I'm talking through some of this that I've mentioned this in bits and pieces before, but that's okay. I might repeat myself. But, I think I grew up in my business life in the Bay Area of California, and I was there at the very beginning of Apple, and I was one town away from Cupertino, where I think they still are headquartered, but they certainly were there then, and had one of the first Macintosh computers, and I was just highly impacted by that brand and the passion that people felt for that brand. And if there's one thing I think that I want out of MyMOA, it's that. I want people that are passionate, and you are. I mean, somehow, some way, we've conveyed that, and I see it on our Facebook. We have a very personal relationship, a very direct relationship. When you folks write me for one reason or another, I feel like I know who you are, and I know something about your personality. It comes through as much as ours comes through. So that's how I think of branding. And for me, it's not a dirty word. Like many things, it can be used inappropriately. I don't like it when I see that done, but I think branding can be a good thing. And there you have it. I'll see you next week with another edition of the Unscripted Series.